Hey, what is up, guys? Joseph here, and this is going to be my thoughts on the Walking Dead Season 9 official Comic Con trailer. Now, before I get started with my actual thoughts on this trailer, the review that I promised you guys for the second half of Season 8, I'm going to go ahead and say that it's not going to be up. There was several problems with the uploading process. Some things got copyrighted. I kept having to take it down and re-edit it, and I just lost all interest in doing it. But a short, brief review of season 8, I liked it. The only thing that I did not like was the decision to kill off Carl. Other than that, I love season 8. The main reason why I didn't really like that decision is Carl is in the comics after the war against Negan. Carl is as big of a character, if not a bigger character than Rick. He is a major part of the Whisperer's story arc, and he would have been the key character in season 9, but it's not going to happen because Scott Gimple made probably the worst decision of the entire series to kill off Carl. But anyways, I think I've talked enough about the decision to kill Carl in my first half of season 8 review. As for the trailer, coming from somebody who reads the comics and knows what the overall story is going to be, I'm a fan of this trailer. I cannot wait for season 9. Yes, it sucks that Andrew Lincoln is leaving the show. I've already done a video talking about that too. I don't hate him for leaving the show. He wanted to spend time with his family. I understood that. I think I've talked enough about that in that video I did. But I'm still gonna watch the show until the final episode of the final season of the show. I will still watch it through thick and thin. But I just don't know how it's gonna be without Rick Grimes. I mean, Andrew Lincoln said that the show was an ensemble, and in parts I agree with him, but I just this season with him leaving, this season is going to reveal whether or not this whole show was an ensemble or whether it was Rick Grimes' story and just a bunch of supporting characters, because I just don't know. Like I said, I'm still gonna watch the show through thick and thin until the final bell tolls on the show. I'm gonna keep watching it until it's ultimate death. But I don't know how. I just don't know how it's gonna be without Rick Grimes. But it is what it is. Where to really start on this actual trailer? I mean, there's really two things that I actually want to talk about that I can remember, that I noticed that would be worthy of talking about, and that's Magna and her crew debuting. That's the first thing. Magna and Yumiko are the only two that I can remember their names from the comics. The others I cannot remember, and I don't think that I saw the guy. So there is a black guy in the comics that is a part of her group. I don't think I saw anyone that could remotely be his character. Like he was like built as Tyrese. That's probably the closest one that I can think of. I'm curious to see how they do Magna. It's been a while since I've read the A New Beginning story volume, whatever. So I may be not remembering correctly, but I don't remember if Magna is like a huge character. Like, I remember she's a decent character in terms of like the story and her involvement, but I don't think she's like a Rick Grimes or a Carl or someone like that, or as small as a Karen in season 4. Tyrese's girlfriend that Carol had killed when she got the flu. Like Karen. I don't think she's as small as Karen. But I don't think she's as big as Rick and Carl and all of those characters. But I'm curious to see how they pull off the character of Magna. And the major thing that I really want to talk about, the Whispers. Holy crap. Yes, I figured they were going to do the Whispers, but it's like the Negan stuff. I remember when Negan was rumored, like before Negan even showed up, people were already talking about bringing up Negan. They were talking about the guy who was who took over Terminus the first time, and Gareth and all those people put him in that train car, and the guy came out at I believe it was Glenn, talking about we're all the same, something like that. They were talking about that guy being Negan. I remember laughing at those people because that was in no way Negan, and now we all know that wasn't Negan. So it's just one of those things where it. I knew it was coming, but it's one thing to read it in a comic book than to see it come to life on the, well, about to say big screen, but the small screen. I honestly, stupid chair. I honestly, with the actual Whisper they did, Where Are They? Which I have a video on my channel that I just uploaded not long ago. That in case you had missed it, because I looked through the comments, I looked through like Facebook comments, I looked through Twitter tweets, I looked through quite a bit of places, and some people heard it, some people didn't. So I wanted to go ahead and do some kind of video where I had removed all the music and all that kind of sound effects and just strictly done where people could actually hear the whisper. I'll be honest, when I read those panels in the graphic novel, the comic books, whatever you want to call it, I did not read it like they were blending it into the walkers moaning and groaning and all that. I read it like as a whisper, like just a light, where are they? Not like they had merged it into like a zombie groan or a zombie moan or a zombie, that. That being said, I actually prefer the way that they did it rather than the way I had read it, because if it was just a whisper, like where are they, like that, the zombies more than likely would hear it. They wouldn't forget it. They wouldn't keep going. But since they blend it into the zombie, or excuse me, walker moaning and groaning, it actually makes sense, and I actually like that a whole lot better than the way I read it. So maybe that's just me that read it like that. I don't know. But yeah, this season is gonna be it's gonna be very, very interesting. I will be doing a death prediction video like I did for season 8. And I gotta say, oh yeah, that just reminded me of another thing that I was going to talk about. This right here, correct me if I'm wrong, what do you guys think about this? To me, this looks like Gregory. I'm not 100% sure, but the hair, and it looks like Gregory. And that being said, I don't recall Gregory ever attempting to stab Maggie. I remember he tried to do something else, but that I won't really spoil, just in case they actually do bring that to life. That was the cause of his death. That was probably, I'd say, more messed up than actually stabbing Maggie. But I don't remember him attempting to stab Maggie. I remember him trying to, you know what, I'll go ahead and say it. In the comics, he attempted to poison Maggie. I remember that. I just don't remember him trying to stab Maggie. But when he tried to poison Maggie, I guess that was that was the last straw. So, and that was when Maggie finally decided to kill him. I don't know if they'll do that this season or they'll just keep it at him trying to stab Maggie. If that's going to be the way they go with his death. Yeah, I mean, I do think Gregory's going to die. I'll go ahead and say that this season. I think Gregory's going to die this season for no doubt. Because this scene right here, I think is... I might be wrong. This is just my thoughts right now. This is his death. Like, this is his surroundings right here. But yeah, I mean, I prefer if that is the way they're gonna go with his death, with him just deciding to actually stab her rather than trying to poison her. Him trying to poison her, I don't know, like a more shocking turn. Like, we've seen people stab each other in this show several times. Like, I just want something different, and I don't think this show has ever had one person poison another. I could be wrong, but that I can think of, and I'm really trying to remember just to make sure, but I can't recall someone trying to poison somebody else in this show. I can remember it in like Game of Thrones and stuff like that, but I can't remember someone trying to poison somebody else in The Walking Dead. If there is somebody that did that, comment down below and let me know. But like right now, I can't remember someone trying to poison somebody else. I'm not saying it hasn't happened, because it probably could have. But if it did, it just, I guess it didn't really make a lasting impression on me, because I don't remember it. But yeah, that's really all for my thoughts on this trailer. I like it. I'm very excited to see where this season goes. I cannot wait to see Magna. I cannot wait to see the Whisperers for sure. And I can't wait to see what happens with Rick, whether he dies or they just send him off riding into the sunset. That just reminded me. I've heard theories talking about these boots. These boots belonging to Rick. If so, he is a walker. I don't know if I believe that, because I would hope that AMC would be smart enough not to spoil that in the trailer. I would hope they would be that smarter than that. They may belong to Rick, they may not. I don't know. Well, I just have to wait and see. I'm not gonna sit here and try to say this. It's leather, or it's the same material. It's the same shape. It's the same. I'm not gonna do that crap. I've seen several people do that. If that's what they like, good on them. I'm not gonna sit here and literally dissect every little scene. I watch a trailer. I talk about the stuff that I can remember. If it's not something I can remember, oh well. It's not something that really made an impact on me, obviously. But anyways, that's it for my thoughts on this trailer. I'm about to say this review. Well, that is. Anyways, that's it for this video. Let me know what you guys think of this whole trailer in the comments below. Did you like it? Did you hate it? What are you looking forward to this season? What are you not looking forward to this season? What do you think is going to happen with Rick? Do you think he's going to die? Do you think he's going to go off into the sunset? Let me know in the comments below. If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button or like button, whatever you prefer. Like me on Facebook at JMash97, follow me on Twitter at JMash97, follow me on Instagram at JMash_97, all those social media links in the description below. And also, don't forget to share. Share on Facebook, Twitter, all over your social medias. And as always, mash out.